What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. We have a pretty cool one today. It's a live call with a client regarding re-signing for 2025. So this happened very early. It was literally like January 2nd that I took the call, which would be awesome if we did re-sign them because we wanted to start off 2025 hot. And obviously this video is releasing, we did. So we got great results for them throughout an entire 6-month duration, tons of leads, tons of connections made, appointments, stuff like that. Obviously they're excited rolling into 2025 to see the division. So this call essentially was me going over, seeing where they're at, letting them know their plan, what we wanted to continue doing, what our new services were in 2025, and kind of just pitch them on re-signing, getting them excited and whatnot. So yeah, this is going to be a live call of re-signing a client, setting expectations, and essentially, what ended up being a 6K close with taxes. So let's roll into the live call. Hey Ben, how are you?
Well, Carter, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Happy New Year. How are the holidays?
Honestly, what as good as they could be, what as they could have been.
Yeah. What'd you get up to? Just some family stuff or?
Yeah, I had, I guess it was the first time so I had my brother and his family, my father, and they stayed 3 nights, so it was
Oh
pretty.
wow. Yeah.
My girlfriend and I went to her parents the following weekend.
Okay. Nice. That's good.
PEI, and I stayed back and I kind of worked. We had a snowstorm and I got rental properties, so
Oh yeah. That'll do it.
I hire out plow, but
Yeah.
not plow, and I don't want to be team A. I want to be team B.
Yeah.
So we go and he plows, but I want to be there to come back the next day and clean up the
Yeah.
stuff. But all the students were at home because it was Christmas Eve and they had light snow. It was a lot of it, but we had light snow. And
Yeah.
so I just chilled by myself on Christmas Eve and
Yeah.
driveways and kind of nice.
For sure. That's good. That's good. I think Waylon's just loading in here. There he is.
Hey,
Hey Waylon. Happy New Year's. How's everything? How are the holidays?
good.
That's good. That's good. Anything crazy happen or just hanging out with family? That's about it.
It was actually pretty low key.
Nice.
Christmas madness, I guess. So
Yeah.
pretty much
That's the best way to. It's the best way to do it. Honestly, just low key chilling out. That's how I like it.
yeah.
We didn't have like this the first year. Didn't have like 17 different family dinners to go to. Just did stuff like the immediate family was way better instead of racing around.
Yeah, no, it's good. People came to us this year, so it made things a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. There you go. It's even better. Depends how many people though. If there's a lot of cleanup and stuff, then it's kind of just even worse. But that's good. How's everything been for you guys from a work perspective? How's the world of real estate? How are those videos coming along? Stuff like that.
I'll let Waylon answer the world of real estate. He's the salesman.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I've got lots of, I've had lots of listings this past year. Not that, yeah, I've been busy, but I mean, not too much has kind of come from kind of the leads that have come in through you guys, but that's also kind of on us too. But I mean, we do have a couple prospects from it. So, and the videos that I said I was going to do, I didn't really do because we were kind of coming up against the holidays and the tail end of our contracts. I really wasn't too sure what we were doing, so I kind of just didn't put those together. Yeah, I think that
Makes sense.
I think we will here. So,
How's 2024 for you guys as a whole compared to like other years? I know it's been a different year for basically 95% of the people I spoke with, but
I'll let Waylon again kind of speak to him.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, we listed, I don't know, probably 40 properties this year, maybe listing wise.
okay, sweet.
Be nice to get around to one a week kind of thing for this
Yeah.
kind of goals.
So going up to like getting into the 60s basically, or like high 50s.
Yeah, so I think we've probably done 50 transactions this year, plus we've got 16 on market listings right now. So the rural, I tend to focus a little bit more on the rural stuff. The rural stuff, doesn't fly off the shelf as much as stuff in the city. So those tend to be on market for a little bit longer and whatnot. But so kind of what our focus is try to grow the city listings, get those up a little bit more this year. But yeah, in terms of a whole, I think listings are up for sure.
That's good. Have you guys been hearing anything as far as 2025 goes? I know there's supposed to be like the most mortgage renewals there's ever been and stuff like that, but from like a rates perspective and whatnot, have you guys had any insight or just like local people chatting or how do you guys think 2025 is going to be?
In terms of the rates, yeah, there's a couple questions. In terms of the rates, etc., like I pay attention to that just myself as an investor.
Mhm.
My thoughts. I'm not necessarily a rate chaser, and I think it definitely impacts, but it's impacting the bigger market more than impacting ours, even at an average price of 50. That if you're dealing with 7, 8, 900 that $1 million mortgages, like interest, like a few basis points has a massive impact. Doesn't not impact our market, but it's a little bit less of a basis. But now they potentially are not small movements, but I mean, generally speaking, I would suggest that there's going to be activity on both sides of the ball, potentially more on listing, and that's where we want.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I've kind of had a general thesis that it may turn into more listings and the sales aren't as quick. That hasn't materialized yet, but has in other markets, like I believe in Ontario, that you go to that. Anyway, um, in terms of like backtracking to me and whether my year, like this year personally on sales was non-existent.
Mhm.
Factor of a few things. It was a shifting market. I've always been a rental buyer. I've never
Yeah.
clients to sell their property, so I was never really doing myself any favors. That
Mhm.
still a large percentage of my business was spin off regular people.
Mhm.
That it really minimized over the last 2 years, notably just because I have rental properties, and rental properties are kind of my A level focus. Um, so I knew 2 years ago, 2023, it was going to be a shift. 2024, the surprise was an assistant who's my brother's wife, who's 42, did not expect to have another child. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
answer, I don't want to use that as an excuse, but my first 6 months of the year was kind of focused on getting ready for her leaving, and then the
Mhm.
next, like, dealing with the chaos of adding 30-hour-a-week job onto my
Yeah.
my sales career has ebbed and flowed over the years. I've been at 15 years, and I've gone
Mhm.
always trends upward.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Ready Realty's done amazing because our salesperson has done amazing.
Mhm.
Um, there's, as of right now, I really am starting to hit a tipping point on a second project, which is I have found administrative help now, and I
Mhm.
have been for a little over 2 months, and not done, but starting to empty some chunks, getting some chunks of time back. Again, I have to kind of focus on my real estate housing operation first with this individual, just because that, bookkeeping and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Right now, we're renting all the units, right? So anyway, I don't want to take away from our time to speak about that, but not to, I understand that I haven't followed up with some stuff. I've also communicated to you how, and I think we put forward the changes that we were going to get things in different formats. That would be way easier
Yeah.
to digest that information. Slack for communication, but when a new lead comes in, we made those tweaks.
Yeah. Luca did all that. Yeah.
Just as an aside, and I think it was time of year, we haven't seen any news since that meeting. And I'm thinking it was just time of year that maybe there was a pause. We also are out of contract, etc. So I haven't seen any new things come in as per the changes. But again, I'm thinking that's just because of where we are in the contract, etc. But we want to renew. I'm not sure if that was a topic, but like we want to, continue. We'll have that.
The reason why I just we'll hold that thought 1 second. You didn't see anything new is because we removed, as per our last call, you didn't want to get all the notifications when new leads or hot leads were entering. So it might not have seemed like anything came in, but there was like you got 69 leads in December. And then as far as the custom searches, maybe no one turned into like appointment or custom search or something like that, which is where you'd get the notification. But yeah, you're right. If that's what you're saying from like a time of year perspective, people might have just been like holding off and whatnot and wanted to speak with us later. But we still let everyone. We still paid the ISA to work the account, stuff like that, even though the agreement came to an end. Because obviously we didn't know where we were at. But yeah, so there a lot still happened in that month for it being like the holidays. It was just more so.
Good. The instruction was for all of those new leads to be emailed, and then that way I can, so that I didn't want the new leads to be texts. I wanted
Okay.
the emails because I can filter those in my inbox and I can go look at those in a time chunk later, in a time batch of when I want to like review new leads. All of those rather than being on a text. If they all came in as emails, I can filter that and I can put that over in a label and at 1 hour a day, I can go and look at that stuff. So
Okay, so you still want to get like just a new lead notification.
yeah, the three things were new leads, no longer text. I want those to be emailed to me. I
Okay.
needed to whale in or my admin, etc. So if it just comes into my email, I can then create so new leads email, all custom searches,
Hmm.
as well as booked appointments. In theory, that would be an email and or a text, right? And if both, that would be ideal. Like that's like something to do.
Mhm.
I'd like to get it in both formats if possible. If I had to choose one, I'd probably stick with email because I can train myself to. Part of this administration process is I've put some filters on email in our inbox, and we're closing our inbox significantly faster. So my inbox, I can trust that if there's a bloop, I'm on it.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
every
we could do both. I'll tell Luca to do both.
so, yeah, no text for new leads, emails for new leads, and then custom searches and booked appointments, text and email.
Sweet.
And again, just email only to me. I'll then create a filter once I know what your ideally same subject line, new lead
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Yeah.
custom search, booked appointment, because then I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. We'll just label them as just like a new lead. Someone came in. Hot lead is someone filled out the survey, custom search or phone appointment, basically, or appointment, booked appointment.
That's gratefully helpful for you to be able to do that.
Yeah, we could do that. And then we'll let the ISA know that we'll be sending off emails and she can just continue to text the chat as well for like appointments and custom search so you get both.
As an aside, I adjusted my calendar and I went from one extreme to another. And I get your input well in here as well. I want to time structure my day quite well.
Mhm.
I've kind of because we only get so many a week, we haven't had the problem of two people booking on top of each other or like
Yeah.
two in one day yet. That's
Mhm.
great. But for now, I kind of just booked from 4 to 5 every day, just auto set them in from 4 to 5 in half-hour chunks. So
Okay.
get two, boom, on one day. And my rationale is these leads, custom searches, etc., are I don't know how hot they are, but probably I know what they are. I feel like, and I feel like that's a 4 or 5 right around supper time. I'll get them. They want to get off the phone quick. I want to get off the phone quick. I just want to establish contact. So I like that 4 to 5 time for this type of new lead, custom search. So or booked appointment.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a phone call. So that booked appointment, we know that they're going to be, if they're at work, the last hour of the day, they're being cheeky.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's right before supper time, so you know that they're getting ready for supper. They'll be kind of like, and it'll be quick.
Yeah.
Um, just any thoughts about that or anything? Yeah.
No, that makes sense. You said you changed your availability for the team calendar for that. So then the point.
Sorry, I slacked it. I'm not sure if the changes were enacted yet. I just want to kind of verify that the 4 to 5 time slot with half-hour increments, just in case we ever get two in one day. And that's Monday to Friday. And they can just kind of pre-book those.
You're saying, yeah, change the calendar so it's only available from 4 to 5.
Five for
And then two time slots, 30 minutes, 30 minutes from Monday to Friday. Okay, yeah, we can do. So what if we have a lead though and they're like, oh, I'm never available between 4 and 5 Monday to Friday.
Well, then,
Like what if someone works days like, some weird ass afternoon day job? Like,
yeah, there's going to be somebody that says like that doesn't work for me. We'll accommodate.
okay.
My guess is this lead is likely someone that like a 4 to 5 time slot or a chat because
Mhm.
they're not asking us to come on a listing appointment. They're looking to have
For a phone appointment, yeah.
so and I'm potentially with I'm very open to opening up another time slot. This was my just original like again we've only had one or maybe two a week.
Mhm.
So get someone from the like I don't think a 4 to 5 is a hard time slot to get. To be in that mode for that time. And if I don't have a booked appointment, I'll be working on a similar type task. I'm
Yeah.
also finding another time but if we could just start with this, it might
Yeah,
seem.
no, that's perfect. The only reason I was asking, playing devil's advocate, is just so when Luca watches this, we let the ISA know if she does get someone that's like, oh, I'm never available 4 to 5, I work afternoon shifts 11 to 7 or something. She can then say, okay, no worries, we'll do this instead, just so she has an idea. But no, that works for us. We'll just customize the availability in the calendar because it's very simple availability, so you don't really have to do that on your end. We'll just only make the appointment slot available from 4 to 5 Monday to Friday, and then weekends is just usual availability, or on the weekends too.
I guess to what I would like them to do if that 4 to 5 time slot doesn't work, say great, no problem. Ben's going to text you within the hour.
Okay.
You guys now say need booked appointment, like don't know, like when book, like I'll be on it right away because I'll just be like, okay, when works for you? Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So I think most do 4 to 5, and if anyone says no, just say we're going to text. An agent will be in touch with you ASAP.
Okay. Sounds good. Beautiful.
Yeah, Waylon and I chatted. We were getting ready, and I was like, what should we get ready for? I was like, I think it's everything. It's a very stupid beginning of the year. It's nice that it's January 2nd. Start at ground zero. But
Yeah.
you, I guess, in terms of what were some of the bullet points that you wanted to get from this meeting? Yeah, you were kind of asking about our 2024 and now kind of 2025. So I'll throw it over to you for the next time.
Yeah. So as far as the plan goes, yeah, we're going to stick to that the campaign we're running as far as like the downsizing as a whole, and then there's different marketing angles when it comes into downsizing, like we chatted about in the next call. Yeah, video ads for you guys will be huge as soon as you prioritize getting that stuff filmed. That'll be great from you guys from a brand perspective, a quality perspective. Getting your face out there, then they recognize the video ads, they recognize the other ads that much more because they already saw the videos. So videos, even if they don't specifically perform well, they help out with the performance of all the other ads because they see that stuff. So once you guys film that stuff, that'll be great. We can send it off to the editing team. And then overall, just even more like just activity from a CRM perspective. So we don't ask anyone to do a whole lot on here because we know people are busy and that's not what our goal is. We're full service. So we want people to be removed, but even just like notes on these people, like, so these 13 appointments or these 8 people on custom searches, like even if you just add a quick note, like, yeah, set up on custom search so the ISA knows, beautiful. This person, we went and showed her a home. Okay, beautiful. Just like little 1 sentence note on these individuals does a whole lot for the ISA. Marge, she's now in the chat as well, so you guys can have direct communication with her, and she'll be texting the chat too. So that'll just help her, so she knows just like, okay, at least this is working. This person didn't show up. Then she can call this person back and be like, hey, just checking in. Have you liked any of the homes that Ben and Waylon have been sending you? Like little stuff like that. If we don't have to do guessing or have to try and like text people and figure things out, it just helps her, and then we can do our job that much better because then we can call these people or check back in and whatnot. So even just little notes on these profiles to be like, oh, this person didn't show up. Beautiful. We call them again. Hey, you didn't show up to the phone appointment. Would you like to reschedule? Does 4:30 work for you on Friday? Beautiful. We rebook that in. But if we just never know how any of this stuff goes, it's like we're just assuming, okay, well, it must have went good, or they must have answered, or I don't know, they probably have it figured out. So even just little notes on here is going to help us, which helps you guys inevitably because it makes other jobs easier. We can get better quality and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, it's just going to be just the typical stuff we talked about last call, joining the biweekly catch-up calls with Luca to go over numbers, what's working, what's not, quality perspective, keeping us updated. But other than that, yeah, it's just the same stuff we talked about in the other call. We're just going to be hopefully doubling down and executing now that we have all the data.
So I'm good with videos and CRM updates.
Yeah.
All right. So
yeah.
What next on your quick agenda?
Yeah, so for you guys, as far as next steps and what I focus on, the good thing for you is that, thank God, the campaign, the ads were just naturally working really well, which was good. But yeah, for you guys, but for your agenda, all I would focus on is, yeah, literally just like organize, like just leaving those notes on the profile of CRM moving forward. That'll help that your ISA that's assigned to the account, getting the video ads filmed, and then just booking the catch-up calls every 2 weeks to simply check in and chat with Luca, give him updates so you can make quality changes or different changes and whatnot, or change ads. And that'll really be all we're asking for you guys to just help us out significantly is just getting that feedback on the calls and whatnot. But other than that, that's all we really need from you guys. This strategy it's already performing really well. We've already seen an uptick so far. In December, our average lead to appointment percentage went up like 8.8%. Even just this last week, there's been a lot of people that are just more eager now to get on appointments or have an agent come look at their property because they know they're listing in March or because their mortgage is renewing and whatnot. So this strategy is going to work really well at the start of 2025. We've already seen it been working really well in a lot of accounts. So we're going to keep running with this stuff. And yeah, it's basically all it for you guys as far as like what we need for you or next steps in general.
Well, do you have anything quick at hand that you're thinking of?
Uh, no, nothing really else to add, I don't think.
Sweet.
That's the obvious question then, just is in terms of contract or et cetera.
Yeah, I'll send that stuff over, the new agreement via DocuSign. Do you want that stuff all sent over to you, Ben? And then how do you guys want to do it? I don't remember how it happened last time. Was it all through one business card? Was it through two different cards? I guess how would you guys want me to set it up?
I wanted you to be on a line of credit, and we couldn't make the payment on a line of credit. It had to be a credit card.
Yeah, it's got to be an online, like anything that you use for an online payment.
That's all good. Our limit is 5,000 on that card. So that's why we split the payment on the same card. So we took half, I paid it off, half, right?
Yeah.
It's going to finance your operation on line of credit interest, but that was the learning lesson is I couldn't pay it on the line of credit. So the hiccup at the time was adjusting from line of credit, financing it to I got to pay this off that month.
Yeah, makes sense.
All good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
I guess the same thing, the 6 months, I guess. Like we have kind of had the question about if and do you allow it to be month to month? We don't want to get out of this, just so you also know. It's just I'm ready to do 6 months because you had already talked about a year and Hunt a year. But all that to say, we'll do a 6 month and maybe we'll just re-review after 6 months to talk about the continuation.
For sure. Yeah, it'll be nice. This duration, we'll be going through the spring, the summer market, stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, we already have data on your account for the last 6 months. We already know stuff that's already working. So at this point, I don't see why there shouldn't be people that close or people that you guys actually sign agreements with. It's literally just going to come down to us just getting those updates and knowing that the stuff's working, or we need to make changes, or we need to do that. Because if we go through another 2 months with just nothing, we're always just doing the best if we're not hearing from people. So it's like, oh, okay, things must be going good then. So yeah, if we get that stuff, I'm extremely confident. I already know your guys' account's phenomenal and whatnot. That stuff should just start rolling in.
I'm presuming no change in the terms of the contract from last time to now. Is that or
Yeah, so we do grandfather pricing. So people who do re-sign, they get the exact same price they came on for. Our prices did increase. They increase every 6 months as we add more services, get more people, get more testimonials, stuff like that. So our prices are more if you do ever hear people talking about it. But for you guys, at the time you joined, it stays the exact same when you re-sign for however long you're on for. So if our price is eventually 10K for half a year, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Whatever you guys signed on for, you get the exact same fee. So yeah, nothing's changed to give you the answer to your question.
Fathom? Did you hear that Fathom video?
Yeah, yeah. That's the AI note taker.
I looked at that that's interesting actually.
Yeah, it's super nice. It literally just transcripts the entire call and then breaks it up into like key points, stuff like that.
I'm looking for that exact technology, so that's why I'm.
It's free too. So if you want, you can just get it. It's free.
So the what was the point that you had just made before that though? Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah. So all good on in terms of that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I have a lot of returning students, and I could play the game of like up and rent, but it's not even like worth it because of turnover, et cetera. So I think you have a grandfathering clause. We appreciate that because if this works, we'd likely be with you for a while. So that's kind of nice to know, and thank you for that because it does look like
Yeah.
services, etc. And we're excited to kind of be under your umbrella, and we're looking forward.
No, 100%. Yeah. Just so even for you guys know, as far as our plan stuff that we're doing in 2025, we have some new stuff coming out, which is obviously, like I said, why we usually do price increases because we're constantly evolving, doing new things. So leveraging now like the top 1% teams and agents we do work with across Canada, we're creating more of like a community aspect of things. So eventually here in the first month of January, you guys will probably be added to like a big community group chat with all the agents and teams that we do have. There's going to be monthly calls with like some top teams that are doing like, billion sales volume, have, 100 agents stuff. Just there's all sorts of different levels to the clients that we have. So they're going to do presentations on like their listing presentation, how they're closing big listings, how they're closing leads, how they scaled and hired out a team, their assistant, just a whole bunch of stuff to actually take it to the next level and not just help our clients now with the lead generation aspect of things and actually help them with the real estate business and whatnot. So there's going to be more of a community aspect of things. We have an in-person event for the end of the year in Toronto with some of the clients that performed well and re-signed and got deals and whatnot. So there's going to be a guest speaker there. We don't know who it'll be yet, but it'll be someone that's obviously in the real estate space, whoever that may be. And then we get to actually meet the clients in person. You get to meet the team, meet some of the other agents network and whatnot. So yeah, there's some more cool stuff coming out in 2025 that you guys will just get for re-signing and being a part of it. So yeah, we appreciate your guys' business, appreciate re-signing and putting your trust in us. And I'm excited to continue to work together in 2025.
Cool.
Sweet.
And you'll follow up with me regarding billing. So yeah, the only thing is I just like to pay it in, I think, 2 chunks. So
Yeah.
I think that might mean you need to make 2 invoices. I can kind of more or less pay them back to back over a couple of days, but I pay it, clear the card, pay it, clear the card, kind of thing. So thank you.
Yeah, what we can do is I'll set it up I'll send you over the new agreement today. You have the exact same card still that I have on file? Okay, sweet. So I'll already have your card on file, but I'll just send you over the new agreement and then I'll put the first payment date for today and then I'll put the next one for after the weekend on Monday. That's fine for you.
Sorry, what were the dates? What were the dates?
Like I'll do one today and then I'll do one next Monday.
Yeah, that should totally be, maybe make it Tuesday. Just maybe make it Tuesday.
Yeah, it's fine. I can do Tuesday. It doesn't matter. It's all the same at that point. So yeah, I'll just put those 2 dates on the agreement, and I won't have your card or anything on that. You don't need to fill that stuff out again, just because I already have the same one on file here. So I'll just send you over the new agreement. It's the exact same as the one you already had, but just with the new dates. I'll send it over via DocuSign, and then
I click it and I pay. I click it, I pay in both.
What was that?
Am I paying, like in the invoice? Do I click to pay and I pay it, or is it auto coming on the date?
No, it'll be auto set up just like this last one. So it'll be auto set up eventually for sometime today, and then it'll be auto set up for Tuesday.
Yeah, well, okay. So that's what I'm. Yeah, definitely Tuesday. And so got to process. If you do that today, I'll pay it today. It should be absolutely good to go. That's all I got. What is perfect? You'll send an email with the confirmation of the number.
Yeah, you'll get an email sometime today with the new agreement that you can sign, and then you'll get an email as well for the receipts on whatnot for today, and then a receipt on Tuesday will get automatically emailed to you. But other than that, yeah, let's get this stuff filmed. I'll send over the new stuff, and then I'm going to send over this note taker to Luca, so we'll make those changes regarding the email notifications and the availability on the calendar and stuff like that, and we'll be good to go.
Using Slack for communication with you guys, like I 100% will do that. I'll be better at that. It's just that when the new lead and all that stuff comes in, it would be nice for those to come in and
yeah, no worries. We can set that up. We'll do both.
You guys, yeah,
sweet, awesome. Well, sounds good, guys. I appreciate your time. Happy New Year once again. Excited to continue working together in 2025, and let's crush this year.
Yes, you as well.
Okay, see you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday.